Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. We're going to check in now with the Mayor of Fontana, Acquanetta Warren, here to talk about the general plan update and maybe some better communication within the city. Welcome.
Thank you. What a pleasure to be here with you this morning.
So what is the update on the general plan?
We're getting ready to update our general plan. The last update occurred in 2002. And I always consider that the piece that grew up with me in Fontana. I had the honor of being the vice chair of that first general plan advisory committee, which was great. It was composed of citizens, pastors, developers, everybody we could think of. This update is a little bit smaller because we're updating that original plan, but it's exciting because we'll get to plan what we look like in 20 years.
What does this mean to the people of Fontana?
Major. It'll tell us where we're going to put more centers, more parks. It'll show what development is available, and most importantly, it will recognize the commercial industrial job expansion we want to do.
Now, during all of this, you're also working on a new communication program within the city. What is your vision of what that would look like?
I announced that at the last State of the City, we need one message. We don't want to have newsletters from every council member and the mayor and everybody else. We need one mission, one message, and we need someone that does this on a day-to-day basis to come in and show us where we can implement best. We've got social media, we've got books. It's time to bring it all into one group.
So one contact that will do all your tweeting, all your Facebooking, all of your communications letters, all of your media relations?
Absolutely. It's really vital. Citizens need to know what's going on. You know, I had a theory that they read what they want to read. We had community meetings and we might see 5 or 10 people, but we're not going to stop that because we use that for our community policing, which is important. We don't want non-trust and non-communication between our police department, our safety, and the community. But then that same night I walked out of that meeting with 5 residents. There were almost 60 people lined outside for guitar lessons. So I had staff put together a plan. What we saw in 2014, we had 1.6 million participation in all of our events. That's huge. Now, what I want to do is take those numbers to the industrial people and say, we are ready for those restaurants we've been begging for. Look at the traffic. So the next overlay will show the actual areas where they're most done.
Now, when you're talking about having one person, the contact for communication, though, and you talk about this million-plus voices, and you have a distinct voice of your own, is it wise to have one voice? I mean, can a city have one voice?
I don't think we're going to get one voice, but what I do think with some good marketing firm, they can help us to make sure that whatever voices are out there, they are one message.
Oh.
So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that is the era we're living in. So much information coming at us from so many places. We don't know what's true, what's right.
Exactly, and we want to just have one message.
Okay. You have a vision as well for a museum, a Fontana museum. Now, what would we expect to see in a Fontana museum?
Fontana has a rich history. We have 110 kids that wrote me letters last year, and I got to their classrooms, and it came down to we just want our own museum.
What do you put in there?
Well, I
can clean out my garage. No, but what would a city have?
We have a Fontana Historical Society that's done a phenomenal job of collecting newspapers, artifacts, all types of great things. We want to put it under one roof and allow schools to come in and do research. There is a rich history in our city.
So to see where the city started and what
Right.
you've accomplished. What would be 2 of the main things you'd have in there?
Probably the Kaiser steel display, and the other thing would be how are we doing today? Something like a time capsule. But there's just so many rich stories about Fontana, from agricultural to industrial. We've just done it all.
Okay, well, next time we check in with you, we'll see how that's going. Thank you very much, Acquanetta Warren.
Thank you for having me.
Always good to see you, and always good to have you along, too. I'm Leslie Leyton.